What happens when a Hollywood icon says she can't afford to retire? That's the surprising revelation Whoopi Goldberg recently shared. The 69-year-old star, best known today as co-host of The View, told Entertainment Tonight that despite decades of success, she has no choice but to keep working. She joked that her 3 marriages didn't provide financial security, bluntly saying she didn't marry well. With 18 seasons on the ABC daytime talk show, Goldberg is still committed to carrying on her duties, insisting she has bills to pay and isn't ready to walk away just yet. Goldberg, whose real name is Karen Elaine Johnson, has built a career that spans from Oscar-winning acting roles to one of the most recognizable seats on daytime television. Her net worth is reported at $20 million, which is a fortune compared to the average person. Yet, she explained that her financial reality looks different when it comes to long-term retirement. She told the reporter that, "No, not by now, not yet. I gotta keep paying those bills, baby." It was a candid remark that underscored her straightforward approach to life and career. Her co-host on The View, Joy Behar, echoed the sentiment, but from a different perspective. Behar admitted she won't be retiring anytime soon either, though her reasons are less financial and more creative. She said, "Creative people don't retire. They don't resign. They just keep going." That distinction showed how different motivations can drive longevity in careers, especially in the entertainment industry. For Goldberg, the issue isn't just passion, it's practicality, and that reality has surprised many fans. Despite Goldberg's insistence that she hasn't secured enough for a full retirement, her financial footprint tells another story. She owns and has owned multiple luxurious homes over the years, building an impressive real estate portfolio. From a sprawling New Jersey mansion to past homes in Vermont, Soho, and Pacific Palisades, her investments show her eye for valuable properties. Still, she insists her lifestyle requires continued work. That blend of wealth and work ethic highlights how celebrity finances are often more complicated than they appear. Her journey into real estate began far from luxury. Goldberg grew up in the Chelsea Elliott houses in Manhattan's Chelsea neighborhood. She described her childhood home as modest, with a small room that held only a bed, bureau, and windows. She reflected on how growing up poor didn't stop her and her neighbors from finding joy. "We all were poor, and we all knew it, but it somehow didn't really stop us from doing anything," she recalled. Those humble beginnings contrast sharply with the mansions and estates she would later own. At just 18, Goldberg married Alvin Martin and moved to California. Together, they welcomed their daughter, Alexandra Martin, in 1974. In Berkeley, she worked various jobs before achieving fame. By the 1980s, her career breakthrough gave her enough financial stability to buy her first significant property, a Victorian-style home purchased for $335,000, spanning 1,455 square feet and featuring a 2-story barn. The home became her base for decades. She held on to it for 30 years before eventually selling it for $2 million in 2015. Her personal life, however, was marked by more short-lived commitments. After divorcing Martin in 1979, Goldberg married cinematographer David Klassen in 1986, though their marriage lasted only 2 years. She then wed Lyle Trachtenberg in 1994, divorcing just a year later. After those experiences, she declared she was done with marriage for good. In 2010, she told the San Francisco Chronicle she simply wasn't meant to be married. For Goldberg, relationships with property proved far more enduring than relationships with spouses. Goldberg reinforced her views on marriage in 2016, when she told the New York Times that she values her independence too much to share her home with another person. "I'm much happier on my own," she said, adding that while she enjoys companionship, she doesn't want someone permanently in her space. "I don't want somebody in my house." That mindset helps explain why her most long-lasting commitments have been tied to real estate rather than romance. For Goldberg, homes became both an investment and a sanctuary. Her 1990s real estate moves showed a growing taste for luxury. She purchased a Pacific Palisades property for $2.5 million, a home she cherished for 25 years before selling it in 2018 for $8.8 million. That massive return reflected not only her ability to hold valuable properties, but also the steady rise of California real estate. Goldberg's patience and loyalty to her investments paid off handsomely. Even as her marriages were fleeting, properties became the true constants in her life story. In 2003, she expanded her portfolio with a Vermont getaway, a cozy 6,100 square foot property featuring 4 bedrooms and 3.5 bathrooms. She enjoyed the retreat for nearly a decade before selling it in 2012 for $1.5 million. A few years later, she made another bold purchase in New York City. In 2007, she bought a Soho loft spanning 3,800 square feet for $4 million. However, when she sold it in 2010, it went for just under $3 million, proving that even stars face losses in the unpredictable real estate market. Her main residence today is in New Jersey, a stately mansion she purchased in 2009 for $2.8 million. Built in 1927, the house measures 9,486 square feet and features 8 bedrooms. It's a property that reflects both her success and her appreciation for classic architecture. Despite its grandeur, Goldberg continues to stress that her lifestyle requires active income. It's a striking contradiction, a celebrity with millions in real estate assets still declaring she can't afford to retire. What makes Goldberg's story fascinating is the contrast between perception and reality. To fans, her net worth and property holdings make her appear financially secure for life, but her own words reveal that ongoing bills and obligations keep her working. Unlike some stars who step away after decades of success, she's made clear that she'll remain on The View as long as she needs to. Her honesty strips away illusions about celebrity wealth and highlights the complexity of balancing fortune with expenses. Ultimately, Goldberg's relationship with real estate has proven stronger than her marriages, but even a rich portfolio doesn't guarantee the freedom to retire. From Chelsea public housing to multi-million-dollar mansions, her journey shows resilience and a practical view of money. She may be wealthier than most, but she's not immune to financial pressure. As she continues her work on The View, Goldberg remains both a Hollywood legend and a reminder that even icons sometimes keep working simply to pay the bills.